Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5. Now the dish to Lopez. Middleton against Leonard. Tries yet again. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And that one, good. Well, great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, Holiday moves so smoothly. Good job of creating space off the pick.
The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. The drive by Jackson. And it's sent back by Lopez. And they'll keep possession. No good from Zubac. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The shot by Middleton, wide open. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Batum inside the 3-point line. And here's Leonard from 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson.
2 of Rondo's greatest assets. Very strong for his size and very comfortable operating in the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. To the inside. It's stolen by Morris. Stolen away. Over to the wing. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis inside. He's against Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
And it's Leonard missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Leonard.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Middleton against Leonard. That misses off the backboard.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Now here's Rondo. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Holiday against Rondo. In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is George. Morris. Good D by Giannis. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. And Holiday throws it down.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Clippers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Rondo. No good on that one. Good D by Lopez. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Bucks on top, leading by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Antetokounmpo. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the point guard position.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Good on the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback. Oturu's got 4 points this quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now, here's Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Here's Coffey. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. With the fadeaway. A shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Tucker. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Forbes. Antetokounmpo. Giannis on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of this game. And he knocks down the first one. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Middleton. No points in the game yet for him.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Mann. Unable to get that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. Wasted no time on that one. Middleton's got his second bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
1:41 left here in the second.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response. He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Kennard. Whistle blows, basket is, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
I love it, Kawhi. When you have skills from the mid-range, you don't need to force anything.
Pass to Tucker. Middleton against Kennard. They get it back. Tucker goes back up, and it's laid up and in by Middleton. 6 points for Chris Middleton.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Kennard, the pass to Oturu. Back to Kennard. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Oturu. Rebound, Milwaukee. And they're moving it up. Here's Connaughton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. Leonard from deep three-point land. He can't get it to go. And so it's
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 12 points. Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. Come on. Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George with no one around. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Milwaukee leading by 9. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Giannis inside. Defended by Batum. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. A shot by Batum, no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's George, shoots over Portis. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Leonard on the wing, back to George. To end the run. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now here's Middleton. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Out to the right wing. Forbes the pass to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 9 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And here's George. Following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from George. Antetokounmpo against Batum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that may be going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. The Bucks making a switch here. Holiday's checked in.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Here's Connaughton, defended by George. Up again. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 12. A three from Morris. That one's not going to go. The Bucks go the other way with it. Holiday the pass to Connaughton, and he makes good on the layup. He's got 6.
That's good planning, and that's good execution, and that's a great look.
George looking around, and George with the stuff.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
Holiday against Morris. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Now here's Tucker. Zubac's defending. Basket good.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Outside, George. The 3 ball. The Clippers rebound. Zubac's the pass to George. Changes up. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Milwaukee with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. Bucks leading by 14. And stolen by Patterson. Outside for Rondo. This one for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Rondo from outside? How about that?
The Bucks shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Fade away. Holiday finds Lopez. Here's Connaughton. Back to Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. Here's Patterson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Up top, Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Connaughton. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Rondo. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo.
And I like the fact that the defense is...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's the break. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Mann.
A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
Holiday against Rondo. And Holiday throws it down.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
Rondo against Holiday. Passes it to Mann. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Here's George. 1:51 left to play in the final quarter.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And the dunk by Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Now here's Jackson. Down low. Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Batum's got his first points in this one.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Holiday dishes to Middleton. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by George. Clippers trail by 7.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
From deep, George, and the three ball is good.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
High post Lopez. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor. Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Jacks up a three. Can't hit that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Shoots it up. Tips it. And onto Tacumbo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 10.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Middleton left side. There's the three. Off on that one. And so the Bucks take the win. They see. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. That one falls. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And here's Portland. Lillard looking around. About 1 minute into the first quarter. No good on the triple. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here's Giannis. Bounce pass, Holiday to the paint. Kicks it down to Middleton. 5 on the clock, and play stop. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's Giles. The shot by Lillard, wide open. Traps in the tray.
Well, there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
Middleton outside. Ring shot on the way. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
McCollum outside. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Back to Lillard. And that one drops.
Superb form. Lillard has the mid-range shot on lockdown.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the lob into Antetokounmpo, and he lays in the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Here's Lillard following the basket by Giannis. McCollum, no good.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Middleton against Powell. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Portland leading. Powell, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Kicks it out to Giannis. Feeds to Lopez. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Lillard. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. He kicks it to Powell. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Powell's got 5 now.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The shot by Powell, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's good, 2 points.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now Lillard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from a tough place.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
They're just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
We've got Holiday. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the wing right side. No good. That would have tied it. The Trailblazers shooting the ball at 42%.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside Anthony. Lets it go from the wing. The putback. And Covington stays with it.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip-in.
Holiday, the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton, defended by Jones. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Holiday, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Portis, and Portis throws it down.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Lillard outside. And there's the pass to Carmelo. Trying to find Canner. Gets it to him. Shoots over Portis, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, or Kevin Durant and Kyrie?
Oof. Well,
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple Finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And a switch here also for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Anthony. Powell kicks to Cantor. Back to Powell. 6 to shoot. Nurkic trying to get open. It's good on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Giannis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. Back to Cantor. Over Lopez. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by McCollum. Cantor's got his first points of the game.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Floats it up for Giannis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out.
Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
McCollum outside. Two free throws coming up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Milwaukee with it. It's a 5-point game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Forbes. Middleton on the wing. The 19-foot shot, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Giles. Back to McCollum. The 10-footer finds the target. McCollum's got 5 now.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And he doesn't... That's all for now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. So it's the Bucks now, trailing by 5.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Middleton outside. Shoots over Powell. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bucks.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Lillard from outside. And no good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one, good.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, who's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's back Connaughton in for Chris Middleton. Here's Giles, shakes him. Back to Lillard. Passes to McCollum. Dishes to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Portland moving the ball around. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
Here's Connaughton. And the shot goes down. And the Bucks lead by 2.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Lillard outside. They need this. It's rebounded by Portis.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Portis, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Portis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bucks.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Evolving his game over time. That's what's going on. I mean, look, this demonstrates growth. Nurkic looking willing to challenge himself with these shots.
The pass to Portis. And here's Holiday. And it's sent back by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And the dunk by Powell.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Lillard against Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Portis. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Lillard against Holiday. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Bobby Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Norman Powell, and Anthony subbed in for McCullough. Here's Anthony. That one goes in. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Holiday. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Lillard. Here's Connaughton. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Lillard, the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good from outside.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding high percentage shots.
Here's Middleton. And it's rebounded by Covington. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Anthony. Lillard way outside. Missed.
And an excellent defender. The way Holiday disrupts and stays active and engaged on this end, outstanding.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Antetokounmpo is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Middleton on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Cantor finds Lillard. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Holiday.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Over in the corner, Lillard. From deep. And it's Lillard again missing.
With all these 3-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around in that. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And here is DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Portland with a change here, too. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Lopez against Cantor. Lillard left side. Here's the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
Trailblazers leading by 4. Here's Powell. And he makes the first. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. So he gets them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. You just expect him to make every one, every time.
Holiday with it. Kicks to Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lillard against Holiday. It's McCollum on the wing. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Middleton leading the charge. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Giles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cantor kicks to Lillard. From deep, sinks the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Now, with his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow-by.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum passes to Giles. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Drills the elbow jumper. Now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. There's 1:26 left to play here in the 4th. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Now, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Middleton outside, the 17-footer. And that one hits back iron.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Nurkic dishes to McCollum. Left side, Jones. Holiday against Lillard. Misses from short range.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
For 3, Middleton. But they'll get another chance. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Lopez. A clear look here for Middleton. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Now Lillard. So the Trailblazers win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd and
The bustling city of Portland. And Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And the Clippers starting five. They've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. George passes to Zubats. Outside for George. Hits the three-point bomb. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feels secondary. Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to Lillard. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Here's Lillard, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team, the exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And that one's good. George.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Lillard surveying the D. And a wide open look for McCollum from outside off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Passes it to Powell. Nurkic with it. Kicks it out to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard with no one around. Off target with his 3. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game, and George gets it to go.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by George.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's in there. George has got 9.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
59 seconds left in the first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area, and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Here's Powell. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Powell, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
George looking over the floor. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but
When I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Derek Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
And George kicks to Morris. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Morris has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers. Here's Simons. He's covered by Rondo. The pass to Carmelo. Here's Simons. There's the feed to Cantor. Pass to Simons. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Man passes to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Simons. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
The three from George. That one, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. He gets it in there. Lillard's got 6.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Outside Rondo. Shoots over Lillard. And the basket by Oturu. And the Clippers lead by 14. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Wow, hammering it in.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Man passes to Patterson. And Jones sends it back. Anthony right side. Lillard left side. And then Lillard slams it in.
Powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Rondo against Lillard. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's Simons missing.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Oturu. Just 5 on the clock. Man passes to Rondo. Lets it go with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 10. And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Pass to Jones. Here's Lillard. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Rondo passes to Oturu. Outside for Rondo. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now Lillard. He's got 10. Launches it. No good on that one. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 16 points. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 guard. Jackson down low. Covered by Lillard. Zubac the pass to Jackson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, I think the scouting report says you got to chase him off the 3-point line. Not a good job defensively there, but a great job by Lillard to knock it down.
And George kicks to Zubac. The 8-footer puts the move on. And there's the nice layup by George. George has got 18 points.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
Here is Lillard. 15 points in the game. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Zubac with it. All sorts of time. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Lillard from outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Leonard Lays it up off the glass. And now a 9-point Clipper lead.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Portland again missing. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Clippers also changing it up. Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Rondo. Shooting foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Patterson, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Giles. And it's Little finishing it off.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Morris right side. Outside for Rondo. Here's Oturu. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Oturu's got his 2nd basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Simons. There's 45 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game, and he gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Rondo kicks to Kennard. On the left block, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Morris. Passes it to Oturu. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 1st foul. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum with the ball. 6 points for him. Count it. Good. McCollum's got 8 points.
The adjustments they've made offensively they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead, up 3 from. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Los Angeles leading by 3. They've got McCollum, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, what a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Powell, banked in off the glass.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
McCollum against Jackson. McCollum passes to Kanter. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the pass to Patterson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard attacking. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Yeah, kind of fun when you see his personality come out in his game like that.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 9 points. Powell dishes to Kanter. Kicks it to McCollum. Pass to Powell. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And they pick up 2. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
A different look now for Portland. Giles checked in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Derek Jones. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Outside Leonard. It's George on the wing.
Paul George put his defender in the blender right there. Tough for him to guard that kind of possession.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 15.
Yeah, the Claw using those broad shoulders and those hands, snatching that one down. wasting no time going back up.
Here's Lillard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Lillard no good on the free throw.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Foul against George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson has the open look. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 13. McCollum kicks to Powell. Back to McCollum. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got 10 points here in the second half. Clippers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Pass to Jackson. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Kennard. 4 on the clock. Jackson passes to Oturu. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 12 seconds left in the fourth. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. So the Clippers with the win. A solid win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. It's time for the NBA. And they've got a few... injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
And the Clippers starting 5. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Down low, Leonard with the steal. And now it's Leonard running. Here we go, all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. Leonard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Now here is Holiday. And there's the pass to Giannis. Basket counts. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the 2-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. And here's Giannis. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
George looking around. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Giannis inside. Defended by Batum.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
To the inside. Here's Zubac. Not going to go that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Holiday for the finish. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here are the Clippers now after the basket by Milwaukee. Makes it off the glass.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Second chance shot. Antetokounmpo. Middleton against Leonard. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Middleton against Leonard. Pass to Batum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and up the court come the Bucks on the break. Oh, that was terrific!
My good. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And Holiday has it in the corner, beyond the arc. DiVincenzo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
George passes to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Lopez. Shoots over Zubac. And that one's good by Lopez.
He is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
The drive by Jackson. The shake. And that's 2 points on the layup.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 2 guard. In the corner, Kennard with it. Man passes to Patterson. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Connaughton. Inside and stolen by Patterson. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Connaughton. And the shot is good. Connaughton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
You know, Rondo's highest priority is to get his teammates open shots every trip. I mean, that's what makes him go and endears him to his teammates.
Here's Connaughton. Man with the rebound. The drive by Rondo. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Connaughton. To the inside. Portis can't get it to go.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Rondo drives in. Morris. The pass to Kennard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. No good from the wing. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. It's stolen by Rondo. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard's got the ball.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. Pass to Kennard. Shoots it. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Bucks leading by 4. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. The feed to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Used all 7 feet and about a third of a ton to get that one up and down.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Clippers trail by 7. Rondo passes to Leonard. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Holiday the pass to Lopez. Middleton against Leonard. Middleton dishes to Lopez. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Middleton with it. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. And Lopez throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Outside Leonard. No good. Good D by Lopez. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Middleton is most known, quite honestly, for his scoring ability. He's a sniper from outside that you can't afford to lose contact with.
Middleton hits them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And a deep 3 from George. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 10 points, 3. And
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The quick look, no good that time. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. There's the triple. Shot clock at 6.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. Shoots inside. Great D that time from Batum.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. Pass to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mann's checked in. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Zubac.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Los Angeles with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Clippers trail by 5. And GA Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Pass to Forbes. DiVincenzo with it. Here's Antetokounmpo. Portis trying to free himself. And that one's good by Giannis. Giannis has got 12 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Clippers making a change here. Kicks to Patterson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Jackson misses.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Here's George. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. They throw good, Paul George. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
Portis in the post. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Clippers trail by 3. That one good for 2. Mann's got his first 2 points.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. Stolen by Jackson. All going up court.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Drew Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Jackson. Holiday dishes to Lopez. Now the pass to Tucker. He kicks it to Holiday. Can they get it? And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Here's George, and then George with the jam.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Oturu in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Rondo. Just 5 to shoot. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there.
Holiday goes in. And good that time. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Outside Rondo to the paint. And the basket by Oturu.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Pass to Lopez. Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely. Lopez, no luck. Clippers leading by 4. Down low, Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
In the corner, it's Patterson. Here's Oturu, guarded by Holiday. Here's Rondo, and he banks in the layup. Rondo's got the lead back up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Paul George is checked in for Kennard, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Yes, that goes in.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
And George kicks to Leonard. Left side, Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there. Yeah, nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Zubac. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Zubac kicks to Leonard. DiVincenzo against George.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Middleton dishes to Giannis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Reggie Jackson. Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
Outside, George to the middle. Lopez with the steal. And here's the break. Paul George with the steal. Jackson down low. Defended by DiVincenzo. And there's the call by the official. He'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Morris with the block.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
The defense needs to be just as sharp, but it's not over yet.
And again, the Bucks miss. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And George has learned a lot, and I think continues to evolve as a leader. He relishes the chance to deliver for this team. And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Paul George with the steal. Jackson looking it over. So the Clippers with the win. A narrow win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker room. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum.
Oh, you see that? It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Giles. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. Lopez passes to Giannis. Stolen by Middleton. Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. And it's Giles missing.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Lillard against Holiday. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. The 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Lillard. There's the pass to Giles. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Releases from 15. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find them, using his height to see over the defense.
Lillard outside. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Nurkic, that one wide left.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on him right away.
And the dunk by Lopez.
This doesn't take much for Lopez to dunk it. All he needs is the right positioning inside.
Lillard against Holiday. Looking to end the run. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Giannis. The layup off target.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Over in the corner, Lillard. Takes it out to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Harry Giles. And Norman Powell subbed in for Robert Covington. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. McCollum from deep three-point land. Portland no good that time either. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
And Holiday, here we go. And it's denied. Jones for three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of one quarter of play. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Outside Holiday. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. Powell, the pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Outside, Jones. He kicks it to Anthony. Here's Simons. A steal. And here's the fast break. Right side, Holiday. Back to Tucker. Holiday, the pass to Forbes. Misses the three. Portland trailing here. Anthony with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And Cantor able to finish.
Now, that's a staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Passes it to Forbes. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And the Bucks miss again.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Holiday, the pass to Connaughton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Cantor, high post. Holiday brings the double team. Cantor dishes to Carmelo. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Harry Giles is checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Here's Lillard. And foul on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lillard against Giannis. Oh, that's blocked.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Cantor has been much maligned for his work at that end. He's been making a better effort.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Nurkic checked in for Portland. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Three-pointer, Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 9 points.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 10. And Forbes kicks to Middleton. Shoots over Covington. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Giannis. The Bucks trail. Inside. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. 40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
23 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now Middleton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And they're on the break. Ahead. Jumps up. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. Giannis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Dave. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our half. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And that does it for our...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. McCollum against DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. It's Antetokounmpo.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got the first points of the second half here for the Bucks. Lillard surveying the D. McCollum outside. He dishes it to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. McCollum no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
He has the D scattered on the break, and with his touch, that's a great shot.
Holiday against Lillard. Fires the three. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Harry Giles. Powell, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Kanter. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Kanter's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
Holiday attacking. That shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now just a 1-point Bucks lead.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Portis in the post. He's against Kanter. Holiday. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Pass to Simons. And here's McCollum. Clock at 6. And it's Connaughton with the rebound. And Holiday, here we go. And Middleton kicks it to Tucker.
Yeah, determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Good on the second free throw. 1:07 left to play in the third. Here's Simons. Tipped away. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Middleton. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
A clear look here for Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Simons, guarded by Holiday. And it's Simons missing. Milwaukee leading by 6. Middleton drives in. Chalk up 2 there. Middleton's got 10 points in the quarter.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Simons. Pass to Jones. Kicks it to Cantor. And stolen by Portis. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
An area where McCollum must continue to work on him.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Now a timeout called by Portland. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. And it's Giannis missing. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's Lillard, top of the key. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee the other way now. Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Giannis has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Look at the energy Lillard plays with. He doesn't give in to the defense. He's superb at scoring despite getting hit.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. Bucks leading by 5. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Lillard against Holiday. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Hard to believe Lillard missed out on a couple of All-Star selections. I mean, in seasons where he averaged over 25 points a game.
Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
And Lillard kicks to Covington. Holiday against Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The crafty nature of Lillard's game. He's exceptional at tricking defenders, especially with the pump fake.
And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. Floats it up for Giannis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's McCollum. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Middleton drives in, and he makes that one. And that's 12 points for Chris Middleton.
How about the determination from Middleton there? He was not going to let the D win that possession.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. The shot missing. Milwaukee leading by 7. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
And a deep three from Lillard. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. The Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. On the clock. And that one's good by Giannis. And it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
And they really all have confidence in Antetokounmpo to run that set. That they're willing to put every aspect of their offense in his hands.
It's good.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. 1:07 left in the game. Lopez kicks to Holiday. Back to Lopez. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Now here's Lillard. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Excellent D there from Holiday. Middleton looking it over. Passes to Holiday. Middleton against Lillard for 3. Lopez passes to Middleton. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Middleton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Holiday against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
A pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
From deep, Antetokounmpo. And the miss. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There's a look at downtown Los. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's Zubats in at the 5 spot.
And love to see Lillard get the fast break going. He's a quick thinker with great hands.
And the basket by Jackson. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Batum, it's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lillard attacking. Count it.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
George against Lillard. There's Jackson with the 3. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. High post shot. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by McCollum.
and he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area, but sometimes even then that's not enough.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's McCollum. He has 5. Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 8.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
George, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
That's a 2 from Lillard. That shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. Now here's Leonard. And Kanter pulls it down. Anthony kicks to McCollum. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Here's Rondo. Excellent D from Kanter.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Stolen by George. Upside Rondo. Here's Leonard. Feeds to Patterson. Rondo passes to George. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. George has got his second bucket.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Rondo against Lillard. 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. Gets it off. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the official.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Trailblazers lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Oturu in at the 5 down low. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Simons, and the shot goes in. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Right side, Rondo. Down low. Here's Oturu. Here's Mann, defended by Jones, off the left rim and out. Portland leading. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Rondo scanning the floor. Cuts off the pass. Here's Jones. And contact. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 4 to shoot. Patterson passes to Kennard. Fast break, here they come. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And Portland making a change here. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Oturu. And here's Kennard. Kicks it to Patterson. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers leading by 5. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Now Powell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Kennard with the ball. To the wing on the left. Passes it to Oturu. Trying to get something going. The rebound by Simons. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Now here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Unloads from 9. Los Angeles with another miss.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Portland.
A different look now for Portland. Anthony's checked in for Jones. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard looking around. Offline with his 3. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Jackson passes to Oturu. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now. Lillard outside.
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Dane loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
And the Clippers making a switch here.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Leonard on the wing. 32 seconds left in the first half. Wide open look here for Zubac. And the shot is long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Pass to Lillard. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. From deep, George drains the three-pointer. George has got 9.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. A tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds. And that does it for our.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Powell in at the 3. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Jackson against Lillard. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's like taking candy from a baby. When Lillard gets his hands on the ball with open court in front of him, he's going all the way.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Giles, and he lays it straight in. And now a 10-point Portland lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
But they recover it.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Nobody near Lillard. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Leonard against Powell. Zubac trying to break loose. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Leonard. Here is Lillard. He's got 11. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 14.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Leonard against Powell. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's Lillard missing.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Lillard outside. No good there. 80 that time from Leonard. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers leading by 5. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the dunk by Powell.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
George against McCollum. Now, here is George. Guarded closely. Jackson finds Zubats. 5 on the clock. George passes to Zubats. Misses from close range. Portland's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the free ball here.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
Batum against Cantor. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Cantor. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for Portland. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's George. The pass to Zubats. Looking for George. He gets it there. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 11 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
They get a hand on it. Here's Jackson. Misses there. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Marcus Morris is out there with Patrick Patterson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Kennard finds Patterson. Back to Kennard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Oturu, 6 on the shot clock. Up and in from the low block.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. And it's Anthony, top of the key. The shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Patterson, and it's Patterson finishing it off.
Quick lick from Patterson makes finishing plays off with a dunk look easy.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Simons surveying the D. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's the Clippers' ball. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Pass to Oturu. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Oturu's got 4 this quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Somebody please stop me. It's just me dropping. They just eavesdropping. I don't need nothing. Why you mean mugging? They don't mean nothing. Yeah, just a touchdown. Nowhere. Coming for the bag and it's mine. They ain't hit me last and I got time. Just a touchdown. Hit my
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Portland also making some changes. Cantor checked in for Jones. McCollum comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Passes it to Cantor. Shoots over Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Got a piece of it, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Jackson dishes to George. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. And he drops it in from the low post.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Jackson against Lillard. Outside Leonard. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic trying to get open, and that one is good. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
And foul on the and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson against Lillard. The shot's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. There's the pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Cantor inside, defended by Batum. He gets that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Here's Lillard. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win.